Kansas City has a wave of new developments going right now, and the biggest of them all is headed to the Northland, a $2.3 billion project. More than 1,000 homes, over 1 million square feet of stores, a hotel, maybe even an arena. I'm genuinely excited about it. I'm also old enough to remember the last time the Northland got promised the next big thing and how that one turned out. So before you get fired up or write it off, stick with me. I'm going to show you what's actually getting built, why some of us are skeptical, and why this one might still be different. And the one number in the headlines almost everybody is reading wrong. That last one matters because if you get it wrong, you'll make a bad call on your timing. Let's start with the facts. The project is called Pioneer Crossing. It sits on about 400 acres where Interstate 435, Highway 152, and Northeast Shoal Creek Parkway come together, just northeast of Gladstone, southwest of Liberty in Clay County. The plan is a full mixed-use district. More than 1,000 homes, a blend of single-family, townhomes, and apartments, over 1 million square feet of retail, restaurants, a hotel with conference space, office buildings. Councilman Kevin O'Neill, who has been the loudest voice behind all of it, has floated an arena and a movie theater as well, and he has said out loud he wants to land a grocer like Trader Joe's. He compares the vision to Lenexa City Center and Leawood's Town Center, a real place you'd actually spend an afternoon. I'll be straight with you though, a lot of this is still on paper. We have the vision and the dollar figure, we do not have a final tenant list or renderings or anything you can take to the bank yet. People in the Northland are excited for a simple reason. The Northland has been starved for this kind of thing for years. You live up here, you know the routine. You want real shopping, you point the car toward Kansas and go. Every time that happens, Missouri loses the tax dollars too. Drop a project like this on one of the busiest interchanges on the north side of the river, and you finally get a real destination on our side of the line. If it gets built the way they're describing, that is a genuine win for the Northland. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Now, here's why part of me pumps the brakes a little. We've heard this pitch before. Zona Rosa was sold to the Northland as a big destination too. Some people literally called it the Plaza of the Northland back then. It did not go well. Zona Rosa leaned on public financing, a special 1% sales tax in that district set up to pay off the bonds that built it. Then sales come up short and the bonds defaulted. Platte County's credit rating got knocked down to junk over it. Now, taxpayers did not end up covering those bonds. The county fought that in court for years and the bondholders took the loss. But the mess still dinged the county and you still pay that extra penny every time you shop there. And drive through Zona Rosa today, look at the empty storefronts. 20 years in, it never became the place we were sold. So when I hear a brand new project called the Plaza of the Northland again, leaning on public money again, my first reaction is hope, my second is show me. But here's where Pioneer Crossing is set up differently. And this is the part that actually moves me. Zona Rosa was built by a third-party retail developer with public bonds carrying the load. Pioneer Crossing is being built by the developer that owns the land outright. That developer is Land Reserve, the real estate arm of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Set aside whatever you think about the church for a second, because this is about who can actually execute. Their investment portfolio, just the slice they're required to report publicly at least, topped $60 billion at the end of 2025. They are one of the wealthiest institutions in the country. A developer like that does not run out of money halfway through. And they've built this kind of project before. In downtown Salt Lake City, they built City Creek Center, a $1.5 billion mixed-use development. Around 1 million square feet of retail, office towers, hundreds of homes, grocery, hotel. That should sound familiar. It's almost the same blueprint they're bringing here. They built it during the worst of the Great Recession and it worked. It did around $266 million in sales in its first year, and local leaders credit it with reviving downtown Salt Lake. So they have the money, they own the dirt, and they've run a development just like this one. That is a very different starting line than Zona Rosa had. One more thing in this plan's favor, more than 1,000 homes baked right in. Rooftops and a grocery mean built-in foot traffic every single day, and that is what keeps a place like this alive. Zona Rosa leaned a lot harder on retail by itself, and retail by itself has been getting hammered for a decade. Okay, that number I promised you. You've probably seen 23 years tied to this if you've done any kind of research. A lot of that coverage makes it sound like that's how long until the whole thing is finished. That's not what it means. The 23 years is a life of the financing district. It's how long the new tax revenue gets routed back in to pay off the public infrastructure, roads, water, sewers. It is not a construction countdown. The timeline that actually matters looks like this. The first phase is not expected to be done until 2029. The full build runs in 18 separate phases all the way out to 2040. And right now, nobody's published a phase-by-phase schedule, so we have no idea which piece breaks ground first or when. If you're picturing a finished mega district opening next year, slow down. This is a 15-year story. And since I'm a realtor, let me answer the question I know that somebody has. When people ask me about Kansas City new developments and what they do to home prices, this is the one I point to now. A $2.3 billion development at that interchange tends to lift the areas closest to it over time. Liberty, Gladstone, Pleasant Valley, the North Kansas City corridor. And I would not expect to jump tomorrow, and I would not overpay today betting on it, but if you own near there, you are sitting close to something worth watching. If you want to talk through what it means for your specific spot, reach out. Call or email me, text me, I don't care, it's all in the description. Quick word on who I am, in case this is your first time to the channel. I'm Joe Nelson, 21 years in the Air Force, retired, a realtor and a licensed mortgage originator, and I lead the Nelson Home Group at Keller Williams KC North. I've lived in the Northland nearly my entire life. We track Kansas City new developments and what they mean for the people who live near them, because it is our backyard and our business. I make these videos because I actually want to work with people like you. If you're buying or selling in the Northland or anywhere in the Kansas City metro for that matter, or you just want a straight answer about a project like this, I want to hear from you. Reach out, call, text, whatever. And if you like keeping tabs on where the metro's headed, we put together a free KC Relocation guide. It does break down some different areas of the city, costs, schools, commute times across Kansas City in a way that you may not just get from some algorithm. Head to our website, sign up, and we will send it to you for free. So here's where I land. Pioneer Crossing has a real shot at being one of the best things to happen to the Northland in a long time, because for once, the people building it have the money and the track record to pull it off. It could also move slower and deliver less than the headlines promise, because every big project does. Both can be true. I'm rooting for it. I'm watching it closely, and I will give you the straight story as it actually unfolds. If you're thinking about a move up to the Northland, let's talk before you decide anything. I'm Joe Nelson. Let's get to work.